Hey, hello, hello. Okay. We're online here. Let me get set up. Okay, did we take all-time high yet, guys? Let me see. We're right there for all-time highs. We're that 4-hour BPR on ES here. We could see a SMT if ES doesn't take high, but NQ does. That'll be a very clear SMT there. Let's see. So we're in the daily. Daily really just ripped through this Fibonacci gap here. We're trying to go for external. After going to internal here, very bullish moves. Very trend based where it doesn't give you that much entries or sweep before running. But I'm predicting probably SMT. NQ takes the all-time high. ES would reject most likely at the rejection block, which would give the SMT. And then we give retrace back down. We took this high time frame level here already. And we're on the hourly here. I'm gonna mark my charts here. Really only ambitious for shorts after all-time high and we get confirmation, or we inverse on the intraday bias, which is like going to be the hourly. Let me fix my monitors. I got some new desk monitors that hooks to the table instead of the stand, which I can just move whenever I want. It's pretty good. I got that set. Yeah, with the hourly, until this hourly inverses, I'm probably not going to be interested as much. This 15-minute looks good here. We'll get inverse this 15-minute and likely even try to get that breaker going after hitting that high time frame level. That's pretty critical there. I'm gonna mark the same thing on NQ here. I really want that Hive ticket first though. We just missed it by an inch. It's pretty difficult on price discovery here. Letting that 15-minute there. Volume's low. Hey, let me check. Hello. Let me just turn it up a little bit then. Try that. just increasing our setup. And I got some wireless headphones. I got some wireless Sony headphones. I think some people recommended it as like $250. So we'll see how that goes. We're basically in price discovery right now. You see how London took that low in Asia. Same thing with NQ. Looking up here, took that low in Asia, and we did a Judas up with the New York giving a strong expansion. So we can look at previously here what happened yesterday, price action. We just basically consolidated throughout these range, and I really wish we manipulated better. This is the only manipulation we could have saw in the 4 hour here, and they were just stuck in this consolidation, and they were just distributing back up to the all-time high. Something I do also want to look at is the Dixie chart, which we did take the external here, and now we're in that internal again. So Dixie, the dollar is inverse with the market. If we do come back down, we're gonna really try to rip for all-time highs. Should have said this in the hourly right here. Yeah, price action has been gonna be very tough from here. We're just gonna just make sure we get the right trades and be patient for it. Looks like Apex just paused all purchases. I feel like they should have done that a long time ago, like days ago, knowing how bad the outages were, but they really stopped doing that. I'm probably gonna be long until otherwise, so intraday and the high time frame is bullish here. Just all time frame is bullish, just pointing higher. That doesn't mean we're just gonna move up endlessly. We could still see a sweep back down. These are the two setups we took AM, guys. We can do a quick review while you guys are here. Let me just show that everyone's online. Yeah, we took these two trades. The daily level on buy side for NQ. We can see that NQ made a higher high, ES made a lower low. I think it was this price action here. It's a very good setup because we have that high time frame level basically taken by a few ticks, and we create that SMT. We got a 1 minute displacement, strong displacement through. I want it just like a rejection back inside of this inversion here that overlaps with the fair value gap. I think it was 967, 968. Stop was about 9 points. That got taken, which is fine because not every trade is going to work. And then we wait for the next trade. We took the high again. There was no SMT here, but it was very clear where we're between two inversions. This inverse, we came back down. We induced that low. If you break down the 30-second chart, it's very, very clear at least. The 1 minute is also clear. We made that high. We induced the high. That's where we took the entry, 978, and we took it for the previous low, which did go 5-6 points lower. We're only go for the target, the fixed target there. So this is a very clean unicorn that went successful. Even though the market didn't shift, the parameters are either get a high time frame repeat array, we take a high time frame liquidity level, which we did here. It just wasn't ready to flip yet, or aligns with bias. Bias is not it. High time frame repeat array, there's nothing up here. So the only thing is like the high time frame level. You never trade during 9:30 to 11. We're going back to doing streams for AM and Discord. And those are the two trades we took. One for 9 points, the other one for 16 points. And we're positive about 250 right now. Yeah, just basically moving forward. If you guys want to see the schedule that I'm kind of proposing, this is the schedule we talked about. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to do AM live streams. This is 2 days out the week. The other weekdays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm just going to trade in the main chat with alerts. Share my trades real time notification for those who can't send live streams. That's what we've been doing in the past. But when we opened up the Discord free to everyone, we stopped doing this because it was over flooded. And then keep in mind here, daily PM. I'm going to try to do the live stream 1 to 3 p.m. every day. And I think I'm going to split the accounts since I have so many funds. I'm going to do like half during the AM, half during the PM, and separate them. And then 1 hour backtesting session, and then bi-weekly planning session. I think the planning session is going to be very crucial because I've been averaging about $30,000, $40,000 lately, the last few days or last few months. And I think I know the ins and out of a prop firm. So if you're trading prop firms, I can guide people in a more hands-on level. And that's what we're offering, basically. Prop firm is such a great tool, man. Like, some people shit on them because like, oh, all these rules. There's always a live count. I would argue the live count cannot do close to what a prop firm can do with the leverage they give and the number of funded. It's incredible. Yeah, there's so many messages about monthly or something like that. I might just do quarterly, maybe next few months or something. I think 3 months is at least something you need. Is quarterly 3 months? Yeah, it's 3 months. 3 months is good. I really dislike when people just join for a month before in the past. They join for a month. They don't get the results. Maybe we didn't perform as well as previous months. 1 month is not enough to like get you to the right path. 3 months might be the better option, but I'm really pushing just lifetime. But regardless, like if you can't, if you can't afford it or don't want to join, that's fine. Like that's why we have the YouTube live stream. I still have that. I'm gonna try to do the free streams on PM for the next 3 months at least, and then we can reevaluate. So I'm not gonna go away anytime soon. Yeah, like right now, guys, just stick to the YouTube streams. I think the people who join in lifetime right now, I think there's like about 15 people that joined this weekend, which is fine. We already have like 40, 50 members. I told us 60 right now. We're trying to work with a small group, and that's just the next step. But everything you can do, you can also do in the YouTube here. I just gotta filter the masses because there's hundreds of people on the YouTube streams. There's hundreds of people that want my help. This is the best way I can break it down. You made 30K off of premium. I do not. That 30K number is from payouts. So I did 47,000 last month. I think I did 25 or 30,000 in the month before that. And for June, I'm projected to do probably like 50, 60. I mean, that's projected because of the profits I have already. But who knows? I could tilt and blow all my accounts. That's also a possibility. So I don't want to jinx myself that hard. Oh, 60 well, those members have been here for a long time. I think out of those like 40, 50 OG members, they've been here for like years ago. But I don't know. Even then, I think still a fraction of what we've been doing. Like, imagine me going and like doing all this stuff for the last 2 years, and some people just are a lifetime membership. I think I'm putting much more value than that. That's why I was fine with closing opening up the Discord for a while, but then there was way too many people asking newbie questions, and the people who paid previously, they didn't like that. They didn't like random people joining and asking like, oh, what is a breaker? what's this platform? It's like they want experienced people in the community, so that's why I gotta separate that. Even on this YouTube, like I'll see like a lot of people like, what is a breaker? What is your strategy? They'll ask the same thing. Like I can only tolerate it on stream just because, you know, there's new people, but like when you're running a group of people trying to trade seriously and see that question every day, it gets really unbearable. We push back to internal. We're looking for a move back to ties now. What is an SMT? Yeah. I want to try to ride longs, if anything. Let me just see if there's a SMT after taking liquidity is really good. If we have equal highs, this is kind of relative equal highs here. Those are good targets too. The PM stream is always going to start at 1 p.m. now. So like I think having a schedule for PM also for YouTube is going to be good too. Because there's times where I'm like, okay, let me do AM, let me do PM. I'd rather just do it dedicated. Let me make it more simplistic for you guys. But yeah, we're in price discovery area basically. We're so close to it. It's very challenging. You look at the 5-minute, looking at the Asia session and London session. Look how far we are from it. We're 300 points away from the open. More than 300. No, 300 in the dot. And we're trying to go for that all-time high. Things get very difficult because we only took the liquidity in London. We have still a lot more liquidity building up. And if we take the all-time high, we could just really do a sharp reversal if it gives it to us. Baby boy Brian. Who's talking to me like that? Your boy funded now. Good work. He said baby boy Brian. Do you think the all-time high may be safe for non-farm payroll? For NASDAQ, I don't think so. I think we're gonna get it right now. For ES, part of me thinks we're gonna get SMT. We're gonna get a quick move up. And I want to leave this ES high open. We're like about 20 points away. And we can just sweep this high, get a good SMT. That really helps saving that as like another target, maybe for a non-farm pro like that suggests. Yeah, I do like longs here. Just try to ride the trend. Right now, the buys is triple upwards here. Let me be clear, you're not taking on new Discord private trades with... What does that mean? I'm trading with the Discord. We traded AM yesterday, and we're gonna do trades today. We took 2 trades a day. These are the 2 live the trade we took in Discord today, and then we're gonna also be on stream tomorrow. It's Tuesday, Thursday. Oh, new students? Yeah, I think it's open. I think it's gonna get capped out. There's 15 people that joined. It's capped at 30 right now, and I only posted it yesterday. It's all good. We just want a small group. I can up it if there's more interest, but we're just trying to keep it tight. That makes it better for the backtesting session. That makes it better for the what you call it, the planning session, because I can work with people more individually. Like, why are you struggling funded? Well, let's just change the game and get people to the right path. I think the planning session is going to be the crucial route. That, maybe educational review. Those are good also, but that could also be done on live stream. We did a few planning sessions with Apex. I want to do more central with prop firms, not just Apex. It could be Top Step. It could be other firms. It could be sending the trade copier. It could be having like a plan for it. But I mean, the goal, maybe we'll get like 20 people at a good hit rate, and those 20 people could get like average like 20,000, 40,000 a month with payouts. That'd be incredible. That means I can really say like, oh, my community pulled out like 500K this month. We're about to take the buy side high here. There's just not a room for shorts right now. If you guys are thinking about shorts, don't do it. This low here took that relative lows down here. It would drove it back up. And look at the 15 minute. You can notice we did retap into the 15 minute fair value. Wick under, close above. Very, very bullish signature there. This is a price action kind of where I just sit on hands. I just tape read. I know where it's going to go. Maybe I could have like a very quick scalp along, but other than that, I don't think it's like something that you really try to trade, force trades at least. Look at that. All-time high taken. We're in price discovery if we can push higher than that. I heard Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia's at 1200. Is the price split happening soon? Everyone keeps on saying like buy before the price split because it's 10-1. I think Apple did that before and it really ripped. I'm surprised Nvidia's still pushing hard like this. Look at all these gaps, which it filled here, just ripped up higher. That means Nvidia's probably the market capitalization is probably higher than Apple at this point. Is it? Let me look at that. Tech market cap. Oh no, they're close. They're close. We're probably like 20 bucks away from hitting the 3 trillion area with Nvidia. That's so crazy because Nvidia was like being compared to Amazon and Google before. I think like it was like a month ago, and people were like, Nvidia's not worth Google. Nvidia's not worth Amazon, and now we're trying to beat Apple and might even take over Microsoft too. That's crazy. That's interesting. Nvidia is overvalued. Knowing that, like, are you taking a short or swinging puts? It's so tough. Like, I think it's better just to wait it out. But yeah, you guys can see here. This is still SMT from these highs. Let me just go for it. Like, yeah, let's do this. This is what I want to see happen. I really want to rotate back down now and confirm this move. And he takes the high. ES gets filled in this 4-hour BPR and then rotates back under. That's kind of what I want to see happen. It looks like it's doing that right now. High time frame level hit. And I'm gonna mark this as all-time high. Any blown accounts today? What does that mean? Yeah, best case you wait for a change date delivery or you wait for confirmation. Am I looking for shorts? I'm open to shorts now. Like that buy side gotta be taken first. It got taken there. I'm open for shorts if this if it confirms. Most likely if we inverse this 15-minute, I'll look for shorts. Probably back down to this area here where this leaves a large gap. So go down to here, maybe like this is the thesis, maybe we already took the highs, right? We can bounce around a little bit, inverse, and go run back down here. I like that a lot. It doesn't seem that much, but like this could be like a 30-40 point move at least. Price discovery. Did anyone face any Apex issues today? I think Apex, some people claim there's issues. Oh, look at this. It's been 21 minutes. There's news now. All Rhythmic purchase from Apex will be paused until Friday. They should have done this so long ago. I don't know if they're doing this because the Rhythmic overload or something happening, but they should have done this like last week because they're having Rhythmic problems and they're extending the sale. And guess what happens? People buy the accounts more. People blow up. People buy more accounts, and it overloads the server even more. If only they just end that sale, I don't think it would have that drastic of an issue. Because all that data creation for new accounts each day is likely slamming the servers. Yeah, James Anderson, my let me check again. Mine didn't get updated either. I think it'll update 2 days. The same day today. Let me just log in. It's delayed because all the restoration, which is fine. Let me check. Still not updated. The sales need to end. They keep on extending it, man. That's crazy. Let me look at this guy long. Someone posted a long in the chat here. Let me just see. It went in the 15-minute fair value gap. It held it. And then you longed. What was this? Did you long before the drop, or which drop did you long? Let me just see. Unless you longed after it inverse and came back down, that'd be a better one at least. But yeah, you're talking all-time high. That's easy. The inverse, okay, I see. Wasn't sure. Do you have issue with your Top Step account during AM New York? I don't think I have issues. Is there any things, dude? It's so difficult to trade and have like back your mind like, is my platform okay? Am I gonna be able to execute properly? Because there's only one time out of the 5 outages where I was live streaming and I think I was in a trade and I couldn't close. I was in profit. I tried to close it and it really took me out. That was tough. But yeah. I think there's a top sale with the 50K combines. I personally like the 150K more, if I'm being honest. Because the activation fee adds up. Like, think about the activation fee. It could sell you for $4 like they did before. Activation fee is still $150, $149. That's a lot. And they also refund you the eval cost anyways if you get a payout. I wish they do more sale for 150K. Wait for a 5-minute change state delivery for short. Let me look 5-minute. Yeah, I think that's a good call too. Really, to come back down, then this would be that flip. That would also give it that breaker too. That'd be a clean breaker. Considering that we took this all-time high already on the 5-minute. It's just way too early to take shorts until there's confirmation, guys. This is most likely a day where there's no trades if it just keeps on doing like moves like this. But we can answer questions. We can kind of like do other things. We'll tape read. Tape reading is still part of my screen time. There's many other days where like I like the price action, but I just miss my trade setup. This is the day where like I think I might not get any trade just because it won't present itself. Not now, at least. This week has been good. I also think so too. I think this week, combined with the fact that Rithvik has had a lot of issues, I just been kind of sidelines. But it's all good. Get ready for non-farm payroll. That's when I think price action picks up. Get your evals ready. We'll still host that free session on Discord for non-farm payroll. I'm not gonna advertise it because I think that's like a max number of people. I think it's like 250 now. But last time we did it, we had like 300 people and some people couldn't watch it. Just mark your calendar if you guys want to join it. It's gonna be starting like 8 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes before the news drop. Yeah, we did it for CPI, we did it for Nvidia. Both worked out, both clean. Helped like half the a lot of people pass their accounts, which is great. Otherwise, passing 250K is difficult, man. It's really difficult. I think there's a free indicator. This is a paid one that someone gave me, but there should be a paid or a free high time frame one. It's called like Fady or something like that. Just maybe type in high time frame candles. I think they work the same. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. High time frame by Fady. I don't know. Does it work the same? It looks the same. But yeah, let's just see how many people I can work with in the Discord to push me up to the next level for prop firms, because there's probably like let's say 300 people watching right now. There's probably like 5 or 10 of you guys already that's doing very well with prop firms, but there's maybe 50-60% that's not doing as good or not good as they should be doing. And that could come down to the trading strategy. It could come down to the psychology. It could come down to the risk tolerance. Lots of things that I've worked on and improved. And with the right guidelines in the path, we're going to try to raise people up. We're also going to do that for the YouTube stream too. You guys can ask questions. But it's kind of hard to work with everyone in a big group. Like we can do a poll right now with prop firms. Like if you guys are profitable or negative, let's just do that. Let's do that real quick. Let's just see. Let's do this poll here. Reminder: the poll is anonymous. No one can see what you voted for. Trading prop firms, how are you doing? Are you net positive? This is after the fees. Net negative, which I think a lot of people should be net negative based on the numbers, the stats. Close to break even. A lot of people actually go from really negative early on, and then they're more close to break even in the future. And then massively profitable if you're that profitable, which some of you guys are. Like some of you guys are pulling out like 5 figures each month. But this is a poll just to like basically show the numbers. It's all anonymous, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's important to look at because we ran this poll multiple times before through a variety of discords and communities, not even mine, so separate audiences. And the stat still shows like about like 60 to 70% of people are net negative with prop firms. And then you ask yourself like, how are prop firms sustainable? It's because people are doing bad with it. People are in the negatives with it. And those reasons could be, we can list them right now. It could be risk tolerance. You're risking too much. Trying to go for like maybe influence from other P&Ls. Let's see another one. Psychology. Sometimes trading is difficult. Afraid of losing. And then the last part is trading model, your trading strategies. Most people actually have a good trading strategy, but the other reasons are what's holding them back. And to kind of go on to that, patience, discipline. You can have the best trading strategy, but if you're taking like low quality setups, you're not going to do well either. Trading bad condition. That's part of like being patient, disciplined. If it doesn't give you the parameters you want, why are you trying to play against it? Why are you going against a trend? This is also part of the reason we're going to start the bootcamp soon. We're going to start it with the premium members first, just so we can work with a small group of people, and then we're going to do it as a bigger class and do it for YouTube. Yeah, until we get this 5-minute change state delivery here, we got displaced through that previous low. I don't think I'm gonna try short yet. That's kind of bare minimum what I need right now, or want. Nvidia's up 4%. What's Apple up right now? Apple seems like it's ripping kind of hard, but it's only up 1% right now. But like out of these 4 cases, like what do you think is the main issue? Is it your part of your trading, which is patient discipline? This could be also your psychology too. You gotta go hand on hand. Psychology, like it could be like afraid of losing or just fear in general. You're trading with more emotions than technical and mechanical. You're influenced by other P&Ls. This happened more than you think. You might not think like, oh, I don't care, but like let's say I tell you I made $47,000 from payouts. You're not gonna be satisfied with your 4,000, 5,000, and you're gonna be like, I want to scale up. You're not ready to scale up. And people are at different starting points. And then risk tolerance is, I think, probably like 50% of the issue is risk tolerance. I really think 50% of the issue is risk tolerance, because like if you take a loss, can you have a max control loss? You guys seen me take a loss on stream? It's typically like about $250, $200. When I take wins, it could be 200 to 500. It could be 1,000. There's some days it hits 1,000. But I keep my risks very tight, and that's how you can keep moving up. I think Trade by Matt also have the similar take where he's like, a lot of people can make money. It's just hard to keep it, and hard keeping as is also when you're taking losses, you need to have like a more manageable risk. We have SMT off these highs here. And all these cases I still have trouble with still. Like I still have experience with. I'm still working on them. I think I overcome with patient discipline. That's my main thing that I for sure overcame. Psychology, it does happen. It happens more like once a blue moon than like kind of like once a week type of thing. Sometimes I lose and I'm like, you go start tilting, you start emotional. Influenced by P&Ls, I think I stopped looking at that years ago. It did influence me when someone makes a lot more money. I'm like, I want to get that skill, but I'm not ready for it. Like, this is just relative to your own. And the risk tolerance, I think I've got that down too. I trade minis. Part of the risk tolerance is minis too, because my stop is typically like 10 points. If I do 1 minute, it's $200. Before, when I had like about 10 accounts, I would do 2 minis per trade, 2 or 3 minis. Now that I have like over 20 accounts, 25 accounts, 1 mini exposure is already like 20 minis, 25 minis. So I think 1 mini is good enough. That's a difficulty. But I'm gonna be requesting some more payouts for Apex once it updates, and then for the next month or mid-June, that's gonna be a big month for me. I think, as long as I can maintain my profits. Short or long here, I'm not shorting until we get change delivery, so we're gonna be longing. Like I said before, the risk tolerance is based on drawdown. If you have a 2K drawdown count, risking 10% of that of the drawdown is $200. $200 per max trade, per max controlled risk. And if you try to do that with evals, you can do 3 to 4 times that. That's kind of how I do it. If I'm not trading news, at least. Yeah. Well, yeah, Macau kind of said probably based on account size, but if you do the numbers based on drawdown, which is more universal, it's probably the same numbers. 10-point stop loss on NQ is tight. Yes, it is, but it's doable. It's very doable, especially with trading 1 minute. We live on the 1 minute. Very rarely do I get trades on 5 minute, but if it's 5 minute, it could be 15 to 20 point stop instead. But I think the perfect way, though, get funded, right? Get a handful of funded. The scale is relative to you. 3 funded could be a lot to some people instead of 1. If you have 3 funded, you can just reduce your size. Instead of going for $300, $400 a day, you can just go for $100 a day. Times 3 accounts, that's $300 a day. That is very, very doable. And then you kind of scale up with Apex or other fundeds. 5x phase on Top Shop is also very scalable. Let's just take the number of 20 accounts from Apex, and let's just divide by 2. Let's do 10 accounts. No one has to do 20. 20 is the max, but you don't have to get 20. You get 10 accounts. You do $150 a day, $200 a day. That's like $2,000 per day, risking like very, very tight. And if you're looking for one setup to do that, make sure it's A+. Make sure it's A+. Make sure it's A+. I don't know how much I can emphasize that. But I'm about to get my 4th payout on this account. Ooh, thankfully, man. It's been growing up very, very nicely. I don't know how I can show my charts that well on Apex. The dashboard is so bad. Other accounts I can show it very well, but let me just see. Oh, I think I can show it at least on this dashboard. Let's just do this. These are my main accounts at least. I'm about to get a 4th payout on them. Let me just take a screenshot. These are the 50Ks before the 250Ks. These are my main accounts. Every big drop is a payout. So there's a payout here, and I think there's one more payout here. And when there's not a payout, this would be like a $200 loss. Let me just make this smaller. Just kind of like these results really matter. Another one, probably another $200 loss. Why is it so big? Another $200 loss here, another loss here, and then looking up, like we have 1,000 gain, we have 1,000 gain, we had 200 gain, 200 gain, 300, 400 here, 500, and it keeps on going like that. So losses are very minimal, and you can have losses throughout the things. Like no one's telling you to make $200 per day consecutively, but as long as you're just trying to get the right setups. I'm looking at the 4 hour. We have SMT already. We're 20 or 15 points away from all-time high for ES. you'll take 1 to 1. I think my risk score lately has been 1 to 1.5. This is a good example here. This right here, 9-point loss. It varies. Sometimes it's 2 RR, sometimes 1.5, sometimes even 1. This is 2 RR. I was going for this swing low, 9-point stop, going for 18 points. This one, this is probably not the right stop. I'll probably do like a 9-point stop again here. But I'm going for the swing low. This comes out to 17 points. It's about 1.7, 1.6 RR, or at a 1.8 RR. So it varies. That's why I don't do fixed RR. I go based on the whatever I'm targeting. But it's in the realm of things. I'm not gonna do like a 16-point stop loss and then only target like 10 points. I never do that. So make it reasonable. At least be 1 to 1. I think what my average is probably 1.5 RR. Based on maybe 30, 50 type of trades I do every day. And then the green stops is fun. Sometimes on live stream, we have like, let's say 3 minis before. We'll take TP on 1, 2, and then we'll hold the third one for a big runner. That's always fun. Do you guys think turtle soup is good? What do you guys think about turtle soup? I think that's a very genuine question. I feel like the future traders I don't see people use turtle soup as much. Maybe the Forex, they're big in Forex. But it's also hard too. People who use turtle soup, they really only share the winners, right? It could be the most outrageous soup entry. It could be like this: like they'll just short here, and then they'll have a TP like 500 points, and like a stop loss like 20 points. It's like what? How many attempts did it take for you to hit it? Because if you're wondering about my trading, like my breakers, like you would know like where I would take the trade, but I really don't know. Sometimes people go soup this entry right here, and it could dump like 100 points, and then be like, look, I caught that. How long did it take to become profitable? I think like a year and a half. I've been trading for 4 years now. It's a scale of profitability. I was profitable like a year, the first year in, but not as profitable as I wanted to be. I could be making like a few thousand, but the last 9 months has been whatever I put in. I put in like, let's say $5,000 in expenses of all prop firms. I'll come back with like 30,000. That's a big win. It could be like 40,000. And now that I have the prop firms, everything's one-time payment. I'm not really paying that much for expense anymore. I just keep on rotating these accounts and see how long I can suck them dry. It's awesome in ranging markets. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Been getting rebranded CRT. CRT, from my scene, it looks like a decent protocol type of model, but I really wish the people who use that trading style would be more transparent in their trading. If that makes sense. Someone said long signals and then it started dumping. What was the biggest reason why you weren't profitable before? Not having a system down. Like, I think right now, today, present day, I have the best system, in my opinion, like ever before. I know what I'm looking for. I know my kind of like my controlled risks. I know my general target price. And just like I know what trade I'm looking for too. I'm not looking for like, okay, let's look at short here maybe because we took the high. No, I know I'm looking for a specific thing I'm looking at. We have another SMT here as well. SMT going back and forth here. ES is kind of delivering that breaker, but ES didn't take a high time frame level. I don't think I'm interested in taking this breaker. It's just filtering out what trade I want and what I don't want. Will that 10:30 candle be a good area to inverse? 12:30 CST, is that 2 hours behind? 12:30 might be 1:30 for me, right? What is 12:30? You guys gotta talk to me in Eastern time frame. I really don't know the conversion. Yeah, we have 2 jabs or 3 jabs above the all-time high for NQ. I like ES. Where is it? 4 hour. I like ES to respect this this SMT here, and then we'll try to rotate back down for retracement. Maybe like Thursday. I think we move higher and go for like 19,200 or something. I think it looks. Let's see confirmation. Confirmation for me. I'm looking for this 15-minute inverse before I look for shorts. But who knows? It doesn't have to do that. It could just keep on moving higher and higher. We can go to 19,100, and I'll just be sitting on hands. CRT is made up by Romeo on Twitter. He made $500,000 selling the CRT theory. It looks like a good model, at least. I just wish people who use them would show results with their losses. Like maybe show them daily. Because, you know, like there's also like breakers and unicorns. There's bad ones too. And like just like today, I took 2 of them here. One of them failed, one of them worked. But what if I just showed only the one that worked? It doesn't help anyone. No music day? I think the music's on the background. Let me pump it up a little bit. We have the white noise lo-fi. There's only a vibe stream maybe once or twice a week. We're gonna save that for Friday. You watched all of Romeo's stuff when it was all dumped for free, and how was it? Was it inspirational? I just don't think it's anything I'm trading right here. We're still in that price discovery land. Paid attention during the later months of core content. End of the day, though, whatever trading model that works for people, as long as they make money, that's all that matters. I don't typically use. I mark the mitigation, but I typically don't enter off with the mitigation. I would rather enter off with like a inversion or a BPR instead. Mitigation, like sometimes it works because like let's say in this case here we have SMT. One of them would be a mitigation, the other one would be a breaker. I would tend to go for the breaker one just because it lets you see where you could put your stop very clearly. But I mean, if we have bearish SMT already, putting your stop at the previous high is also very effective. Nvidia is just pushing higher. I know so many people were like, I think we're starting to break above 1,000. They're like, this is probably a generational short. If they short that, they'll be 20% down already. And this could probably come up to 1,300, maybe 1,300 before flipping. How's GameStop doing, by the way? I haven't been looking to that. Has Roaring Kitty been pumping this stuff? Have the apes been pushing it? It looks like they're doing fine. Up 9% a day. I try not to look at too much, but I'm also curious. At least I restrain myself from trying to buy into it. Sometimes I'm like, okay, let me just long it, or let me buy into it and then sell it for like 2%, 3% gain. Maybe buy like a few thousand shares, make a few $100. How do you identify what breakers, which breakers are the important ones? We can break that down. Important breakers would have key displacement or strong displacement. So let's look at this one. Is this a breaker? It's a breaker. We get closure underneath. That's also another thing. I want closure underneath the previous swing low candle if it's a bearish breaker. We got closure, but we didn't get really strong displacement through that. It's very weak. And then we just rip back up. Second part is displacement, and then third is it part of the time macro? That's also very very key in identifying the quality breakers. And on top of that, these 3 points here are my key parameters to choose if I take the breaker or not. It has to fit in one of these metrics here, because a 1 minute breaker should align with a high time frame retracement if you're looking for a reversal, or it could align with a bias. So let's say we've been trading up all day, right? If you take a bearish breaker, it could be hit or miss. But if it's a bullish breaker, I don't know if there was one. Was there a good example somewhere? This would be a bullish breaker, but I don't think we retrace inside of it. If we're already bullish though, you know, like this is a good call. This is one here. Since it aligned with the bias, we have the high time frame, the intraday one. Once the low time frame flips, this was bearish before. We flipped here. We have that up close candle, and then a swing low, sweeping that previous low, higher close, and then retap back inside this fair value gap here, and then push higher. You're aligned with the bias. That's also critical too. It has to be one of this. It's high time for repeat array, aligned with bias, or it took a strong liquidity already. That's kind of the parameters I need to see to filter out the breakers or not. Because if you're not doing that, you're just taking, you're being a pattern trader. Do you take the retest or the closure of the breaker? What does that mean? Let me just read it back. Do you take the retests or the closure of the breaker? Oh, okay. I always play the retest. So I think what he's saying is like, let's say the breaker formed here. In this case, this failed already, but let's say it did form. I always look for entries back inside the breaker. I don't just enter when we close it underneath. That's similar to inversions if you do that, but I always play the retest. That's why so many times I'll call the right bias, but it leaves me with no entry. Like, we could dump all day from here. Let's say in this case, let's look at the 5 minute. Let's say we do get that move down, that change state delivery. It could just not even touch my breaker. It could just do a slight retap back up and fall down. I would need it for it to come back up here for entry, but what if it doesn't do that? That's just like, I call the right move. I have the high time frame repeat array. I have the liquidity taken. It could be in the time macro. It could have SMT. Just no entry in sight. And what you have to do is move on to next entry. Not every entry is going to be perfect for you. My bro is making crazy money in his S&P investment. That's good. That's very nice. How do you keep yourself from tilting when you miss a big move? Just keep in mind, the most crucial thing, if you don't take a trade, you don't take any losses. So if you miss the move, you just gotta wait for the next one. And I think what helps limit FOMO is just look at your account history. Are you close to your payout? Do you really want to jeopardize your payout from a trade that you don't normally take? I think that's a genuine question. Like, if you're expected to get a payout in the next few days, you want to jeopardize that by taking like a C- setup or something? That's why we have this model here. Quality trades only. The P&L curve will thank you later. Yeah, I'm able to trade minis because my stop is very tight. It's 10 points. Some people think that's too tight. That's fine. But it works with me. I don't like to have too tight of a stop because most of the time when I'm wrong, the trade is going to go against me. Very little times has the trade just wicked me out. It hasn't happened lately because we've been that critical. Yeah, and like someone in the chat said, using micros could get you a lot of bad trades. It's because like micros trade adds up. And instead of doing like a lot of micro trades, maybe just look for a good setup and have like a decent size with it. Like, would you rather take like 10 B setups trades with micros, or would you rather take one setup that's like A setup or something with minis? There's nothing really to play here. I think I would argue playing longs though until it flips. How many accounts do I need to make realistically to make 10K a month? It really depends on the prop firm. If it's Apex, I think you can do that with 3 accounts. 2K, 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 to 6K, and then get another 2,000. Two payout requests. 3 accounts already, $4,000 per account of profits. That's doable, but it's hard. Instead of doing that, like you get 6 accounts and you can start slower that way too. Micro teaches bad habits. It depends on the person. Like it's very subjective. Sometimes micros could be the best thing for people. Other times it's just like it's more harmful because you're pressing more buttons. And that also ties back to discipline. Like, first off, are you even disciplined? The sizing might not be the issue. Five top step FXAs. Yeah, the 5 top step is there's uncapped, so like you could just like with 1 top step you can make 5K a month, 10K a month if you choose to do it very aggressively. But do 2,000 per request on 5 accounts. That's also very doable. Very scalable. Look at the stat, guys. 240 people voted. I just said trading prop firms, how you guys are doing. 52% of people said they're net negative. It's all anonymous. You guys can make sure you guys vote right. And net positive is only like 27%. So, well, besides the 3%. So like, let's say 30% of people are red, 52% or no, 30% are green, 52% are red. And we don't know out of those net negative how many people are deep in the red. So it goes to show like how many people are struggling with prop firms. And these are just based on the audience that you guys are watching here. If you take a stat line from a whole prop firm data statistics, just like see if they're making more money from the prop firm or they're giving money back, it's probably a bad number. Just keep that in mind. And we talked about the reasons why people fail with prop firms. We talked about like creating a boot camp for those people too. How many DCA while in red? I think that's also a contributing factor to why people fail accounts. Some people DCA properly, other people DCA to save the account. You know what I mean? No, top step is end of day drawdown. You don't have to worry about trailing. Nutty Bar was bashing you about tweet you wrote regarding the denied payment percentage and the arithmetic failing issue. Why would someone bash me about that? That's just reporting factual statements. If Apex had problems, I'm reporting to my audience. Some people have talked to me in private, like, why are you dissing Apex? It's like, am I dissing Apex? Has my tweet been that biased against them? I don't think I'm being unbiased. Like, just look at the tweets lately. Like, I did one yesterday. Apex rhythmic outage. Today marks the 4th day consecutive. That's true. That's all true. I don't think I said anything, my opinion, related. I took the details of what happens after the outage dates. And then, my last post was like, payout proof. That's a positive there. But if there's negative, I'm not going to shy away from it. I think that's where a lot of affiliates get biased. Like, they don't want to share bad details about the platforms. I don't think my loyalty, they can buy my integrity there. So when Apex was down, I tweeted about it. And then I clarified my stance too. So some people thought I was very bad-mouthed Apex. I don't think I was. Especially this false. This is very factual too. We did a poll on Twitter. We did a poll on YouTube. About more than 50% of people got denied. That's real numbers. These are not made up. And then I made it like, what do you think about these outcomes? Are these negative? I don't think they're negative at all. You gotta have some critical thinking, guys. Like, if, like, let's say Nutty Bar, I didn't see his video or whatever, but if he's bashing me for making statements that are true, then he's just biased. If Top Step is also one of my favorite firms, if Top Step rejects a lot of people payouts, I'm gonna report on them. Maybe a lot of those Top Step affiliates would bash me. They're like, why are you saying this? It's like, you can't buy integrity. I'm a prop firm trader as well. I have no loyalty on any prop firms. I like some firms more than others because the payout policy and their structure, but if they do something bad, I'm gonna report on it. Everyone thinks I'm an Apex hater. Yeah, but if you look at the whole image of things, like, I think there's a lot more. There's posts that I support Apex too. But if they're in bad times, I'm gonna just report on it. It's kind of like politics, like, let's say, I don't want to go into too much about it, but like, let's say something about Donald Trump. I could just report like, oh, he has criminal charges. People be like, why are you reporting that? It's like, that's just facts. I didn't insert my bias or anything. It's not leading. They can't handle the truth. That's basically it. So you're a snitch. These are public information though. Either that or I'm kind of like I'm conducting the information myself. And my excuse, let's say they do talk to me about it, my excuse is like, I'm voicing the opinions of active traders. So like, even this poll right now, I'm like, how are you guys doing with prop firms? You see, there's a lot more negative. If I share this post, people are like, oh, why are you exposing that people are doing bad at prop firms? Like, these are real stats. These are real stats. People can't handle the truth, man. And I had to make a clarification because some people are that offended by some of these stat lines with the denials and all that and rhythmic outages. These are real things that happen. People get offended, so I had to make a post like, let me clarify. I still use Apex. I still trade with them. I get payouts from them. I still promote them, but I'm not going to ignore what's happening with them. They can't buy my integrity, man. They really can't. We inversed this, and they were pushing higher. I kind of like this here. We have somewhat of SMT on this low too. But it took a while for us to build back up here. He's being nutty. I hope you stay this way. I'm trying. But I don't think I'll take deals. If I had to silence myself, let's not talk about Apex. Let's say like I sign with Top Step. If I have to limit my posts to only sharing posts that are positive for Top Step, I don't think I would do that. Brian the #1 Apex hater? I'm also the #1 supporter of Apex. I won your giveaway. You encouraged me to get Apex as a good deal. They neglect the fact that like a month ago, I was like praising Apex before all these outages. I was praising it. I was like, this is the best deal. This is life-changing. You guys should hop on and really invest your time into take advantage of this opportunity because this 258 promo is life-changing. And then when I talk about like their problems, which is outages, which is, you know, there's hundreds of users getting issues like that. I'm an Apex hater. Pick a struggle. ES took all-time highs there, or not all-time highs, took another high there. We're just kind of bouncing this range. You really don't want to trade this range until it really delivers a direction. Yeah, I'm trading tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday? Yeah. I think we're going to be live on Discord, AM, and then we're going to also be in PM. And then Friday, we'll do the non-farm payroll on Discord. Open to everyone. I'm not going to announce it to everyone. You just got to tune in and make sure you join in before it gets full. I think it's like 150 or 250 max. So yeah, main account, people get emotionally invested in stuff and ends up offended by facts. That's what happens. It's a day before non-farm payroll. I'm still gonna be trading on it, Daniel, but I'm not gonna force anything. Like even on low probability days, based on like the roadmap of the Forex calendar or high impact news, there can still be good trades throughout the day, especially if there's like smooth edges, very good setup. The intraday lines up. We can get set up anywhere. We're already building up kind of some low resistance here, and we have SMT off these highs. Brian is the drama alert for prop firms. The only difference is I think I'm more of a prop firm trader than an influencer, if that makes sense. If I was just talking about drama about prop firms, that's different, but I'm also trading with them, each of them, and I have hands-on experience with them. But there's nothing happening here. She's pushing higher. Bullish on all time frames. If there's any setups here, there's a breaker here. This looks pretty decent here. It's a large one. We have so many consecutive candles. Maybe I'll see on the 5-minute if we get closure above. This is a breaker here. Yeah, we're kind of respecting the lower time frame right now. We inverse this, we use it as a bullish inversion, and we create a fair value gap, which we trace for higher prices. I don't think there's any things like you can really try to push people today, though. Just get excited for non-farm payroll, though. Friday is gonna be a good day. I can tell. I can really tell. It's gonna be a good day for people to pass accounts, for evals. It might be a good price action day for fundeds. Lots of things could happen. Appreciate that, Big Galaxy. There's a difference from bad mouthing them and just stating the truth. Because it can go both ways. Like when I talk about like, let's say this month for June, I'll be like, dude, everyone got paid on Apex, 90% approval. Am I glazing them or am I just stating the facts? Just be mindful of the people who are bashing, like if they're compromised or not. I think Nutty Bar is one of the person that's compromised. If based on one of the comments that you guys are saying that he's bashing based on my post of the outages and all that. kind of reminds me. This is a kind of analogy. You guys remember the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef? Who's the one that's compromised? Who's the one person that was compromised the most? It really shows. Can anyone take a guess? We're pushing all-time highs here. Really pushing. I think this inversion was valid here. I think I was considering it, but we're just so close to all-time high. We have some liquidity left behind. We have SMT of ES here, so like this is what happened from this low here, and we met higher low on ES. So it was kind of difficult. Like we could have taken it on the retrace back up and then just put our stop under, or really go for the next high. That could have been valid for sure. It's not the best setup though. Metro booming is compromised. No. The one I'm talking about is academics. Maybe if you guys are in the loop, maybe that makes sense to you. But during the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, that one person, academic, was very, very compromised. He really, like, once Drake dropped his song, he's like, Kendrick, you're on a time crunch. But then when Drake is on a time crunch, he's like, let's extend it. Can you get denied on your payout if I trade micros without stop loss set up on them and just use the exit to close a trade? I would just say put a hard stop on. Compromise. Do you have a video where you talk about past accounts? That's probably the last time I'm gonna stream about it, because I don't want to be associated too much about it. Once again, I'm a prop trader. I'm not an exploiter. You're gonna get denied for not putting a stop loss. You either put a hard stop or you have to have a history of stopping out reasonably within that 1 to 3 parameter. We're in a price discovery once again, guys. I haven't had a good trade on live stream for PM in a while. I think Discord for AM is going to be where I take most of my trades from here if price action is that bad. Yeah, DFAs, we're going to host a stream early. I think 30 to 35, 40 minutes early. And then we'll talk about what needs to be done, because we already hosted many planning sessions. I don't want to go too deep again and again. Top step, you don't have to buy stop loss, guys. It's only Apex with more strict rules. Should we expect good volume before non-farm payroll? You should expect it after non-farm payroll. Let me make sure I have my copy on. I might need to take a trade to get the payout here. Oh, I didn't copy it. What the heck? I was expecting no trades today, but maybe we'll get something. There you go. Someone mentioned in your Discord about a max amount of contracts that you can have open on trade at a given time. I have no idea what that is. Max contract? I mean, are you talking about for the count size? Like the 250K, you can only do 27 contracts, I think? That's a lot already. Pushing all-time highs very, very fast. There was a max of 100 you can have open between all your accounts. I have no idea. How long was that ago? We just private the chat or private Discord. It was today. I don't think I saw it then. I have no idea what that's about though. Yeah, so notice after we inverse this, that's the first signature. We have this SMT, we inverse, retrace back down, closure within that inversion, and then move up higher. We create that 1 minute, which is nested together to this order block here. So price supported that order block inside that fair value gap, moved higher again. And then we also made that breaker, which if it does retrace, it will support it. But if it didn't, waste 1 minute here for high prices. So very, very bullish moves. There's no short setups at all. I was really considering this long here. I think I should have taken out this here. This was confirmed already out of that inversion. This has been a clean one. It's just not like my usual setup, which is breakers. I don't really consider too much of inversion into my trading. This would be valid for me to take shorts though. Let me just get a rundown here. That would probably give that chain state delivery, give that breaker, and we already high time frame level. That we haven't got a false signal before all day. Once we actually get a clear shift, it most likely would work. But yeah, I think lately I've been kind of complacent about my trading, where if there's no trades, I don't need to take a trade. I have a lot of buffer in my account already that we've done from last month, so this month I don't have to start crazy. Even after the payout cycle, I don't need to go crazy. I still have plenty of buffer. So if it's a price action that I don't think is safe or it's hard to take entries off of, I'm not doing anything. Do you feel pressured being full-time? I don't feel pressure at all. I actually enjoy it right now. $47,000 payout last month. I'm gearing up for a big payout mid-June for a lot of my accounts. So we're really gonna be rolling. What do you do before full time? We kind of go back to the story all the time. When I was trading, I was in university, going for my engineering degree, and I had to drop one of them because I was doing very large money while in school. I think I was making that 1 year. It was very good. I was getting pretty lucky too. I think it was like 200,000. I was like, dude, I probably made 2 times my salary in like 5 months of trading. I think I need to reconsider. So I took a gap year, and then since then, a gap year after 3 years of school. So all I need is 1 year. But it was a pivot for me. I took a gap year, and initially it was bad for me because I think I had too much screen time. I think being on pressure is good. You limit your screen time, but I had too much screen time, and that had worse results. So I went down a little bit, and then it took a while before I came back up, and now we're better than ever. Better than ever. That's the main point here. Also, when I was the first years when I was considering going full-time trading, I got lucky. It wasn't me trading; it was me like trading like bean stocks or like biotech, like those penny stocks, and it was hitting. And I was like, how am I doing this? How did I just turn 10,000 into like 100,000 in like a few months just trading these penny stocks? And then you get humbled when you trade real markets a little bit because you're like, this doesn't carry over. This is all luck, and there's a learning curve. And I think we went through that everyone probably went through the learning curve. You get lucky, maybe you got lucked out with GameStop or AMC or some penny stocks, and you think you're ready to do the same thing with like futures or SPY or something like that. You get humbled, and it takes a while, and you're really trying to learn how to trade the index. And we're still trading the index right now, you know, futures. How did your parents as peers? I think my parents are against it. They want me to finish school like everyone else, but it's hard, dude. You know how hard it is for let's say 4 years to complete a degree. You're 3 years in. You need 1 more year, but that last year is gonna be the most challenging year. It's gonna be the most time-consuming one, and you have to make a decision. You either kind of pursue that degree and finish it, or just do trade. I don't think you can do both at that time. I was already struggling to do both mentally the whole time. Because I told the story before where like I'll just take my classes before the exam. I'll be trading all day, and then the weekend before my exam, I'll just cram for like 15 hours, going through like hundreds of hours of work through all my classes, and it's not sustainable. I'll put 2 times speed, of course, and try to run through as best I can. Surprisingly, I still pass a lot of these classes based on doing that, but it doesn't help with the retention. Just imagine if you try to go 3 times speed, 2 times speed on the ICT mentorship instead of taking your time, instead of taking notes. You're not going to remember as well. But if you take your time and really put effort into it, it retains better. Senior year is the easiest. I think it's different for engineers. It's a year where you take a lot of electives and all that. And also, you're supposed to take an internship. Imagine that. Going for school, completing the degree, and you're supposed to take an internship simultaneously. How do I fit trading into that? I don't think I can. So that's the pivot. That's the pivot in my life. Long till you're wrong. Hell yeah. Luis is also a mechanical engineer. I hope you do well with that. I don't know. Do you have a job already with the mechanical engineer? Like, how much is your salary? Because like, in a different timeline, I could have not pivoted and just kept on doing my degree. And my trading, I could have just kept that money and kept going my life. And I've probably never seen anyone here. Senior year is the worst. Yeah, that's what it is. For other people, it's the easiest year. For certain degrees, it's the most challenging one, or the most time-consuming one. Is you already took your weed out classes. Now is your super electives classes where you're supposed to do everything you can in your last year. And if your heart's not into it, you know, like how can you successfully complete it? But we'll probably record a full video of what happened. It's kind of crazy. I make 85K. I think that's the general salary. I think it was like around like 70 up to 100 if you get more years experience. And looking back, like I basically did 40,000, 47,000 in 1 month. And if you count the last 2 months, that's that 1 year salary already. So far the pivot is successful, but who knows if it keeps on running this. Yeah, this session is just more of a Q&A than trading because we don't really have anything. I wish I longed down here. I think price discovery is very hard for me to long after we go near all-time high. Just for me, especially. Admiral said short. I hope it works out. Let me see. Guys, like the stream, we'll do the giveaway. We can do the giveaway on a MyFunded Future account. I already kind of showed what I would look for shorts. For longs, you should kind of just keep on looking for long setups until it stopped working. It's just a little challenging on the 1 minute, I feel like. Trevor was an investment advisor for a decade. Most friends and family didn't bat an eye. I just feel weird about it. They don't really bat an eye. Investment advisor? That's good. Dude, work from home jobs is such a benefit, man. After COVID, everyone likes to work at home now. Even doing classes at home, like that's kind of like similar. To do classes at home is also very nice. Like, who wants to waste time driving? Like, some people drive to work, drive to school. It takes like 20-30 minutes. That's like a round trip, a whole hour. And it's also preparation. You gotta like get ready, do all these type of things, hit traffic. When you can just wake up and just get ready, get on your laptop in a few minutes. Imagine if I had to drive to an office to trade and live stream. I would hate that. I would really hate that. Mike's wife's work at home and she makes 300K. She is the provider and Mike trading is his hobby. Mike is definitely the housewife in this relationship and he's trying to trade as a hobby. And she's supporting that probably. I wonder how long Apex can be sustainable with 20 accounts though. There's going to be a turning point where people are going to get smarter. People are going to trade better. And the 20 is going to be in jeopardy. I think 10 is already a good number. I wouldn't mind if they reduce it. What kind of doctor makes 600,000? That's crazy. Must be a very specialized doctor or live in California in a very high cost of living area. Do you think it's possible to do 10,000 a month with 5 Top Step and 350K Apex? I think that's very conservative. Very, very conservative. That's 8 accounts. To make 10,000 a month, you could probably do more than that. But conservative, like you said, it's pretty easy. it's easier than think to leverage prop firms to make a sustainable living, I think. Maybe that's like a out of reach opinion, but I've seen a lot of people work hard in prop firms and master their craft and get the right discipline, get the right rule set, and they start showing success from it. So you could really turn from like making a few $1,000s to train your live count to making 5 figures each month at a reasonable scale. You gotta tell that 600K doctor, like everyone who complains about taxes when they make a lot of money for trading, just move to Puerto Rico, just move to the Cayman Islands, move to Dubai. Excited for the non-farm payroll. I'm ecstatic for it. I had it marked in my calendar for a while. I'm ready for it. Oh, we're really pushing still. Our Discord streams is accessible for free members. There's gonna be one stream that's open. It's gonna be the non-farm payroll one. Everything else is already closed out. I'm not even that mad though, because I already did my trading here. These are the 2 trades I took with the Discord. One loss, 9 points. One trade profit, 60 points. So I'm net positive already. So if I don't take a trade today, it is what it is. PM has been tough though. I know I'm supposed to long here. I'm not supposed to short ending. This was the only long opportunity. I think I was distracted, and I'm not as confident to take inversions like that. Had it made the breaker earlier, I would have been more open for it. Ron has been grinding for 6 months, funded over 30 and blown all of them. Are you how many are you trading at a time? Like out of the 30, are you doing like 2 at a time, 1 at a time, 3 at a time, 10 at a time? It's not that bad if you did 10 at a time, you blow it 3 times, because that's like your 3rd fail. Maybe the 4th attempt would be better. But if he's doing 1 at a time, that is problematic, I think. Then that's something we got to discuss about. But yeah, I appreciate you coming forward and talking about your experience with it. That's the only way you can really get help. You gotta acknowledge your problems and not run away from it. There was some dude on Twitter on his 90th funding account. Is that without a payout? I don't think 90 accounts is that bad if you're getting paid. I think I'm at my, I don't know where I'm at, probably 120 right now, 130. But that's after, you know, trading for 2 years with Apex. Especially with the 28 accounts, like I think Apex pushes you to trade a lot more. If it's Top Step, I think I only had like about 20 accounts from Top Step. It's not that bad, not that much over like the course of years. Oh, no payout. That makes sense. But yeah, think of relatively, guys. Let's say I have 400 fund accounts blown, right? You do the math to that, like let's say it's like $100 fee or something, or $200. You do the math with it, like it's not that bad. It could be like, let me just do the math real quick. Let's say you just only go the monthly option though, not lifetime. 400 failed attempts. $105 per month, right? That's 42,000 already. That's 400 fund accounts, and then we'll probably times it by 50% just based on the evals, maybe like 63,000. Out of those 400 fundeds, are you getting 63,000 payouts? If you are, you're gonna be in profit. And I think it's very easy because I'm already way above 63,000 with a fraction of the 400 that we talked about in the scenario. Alpine's a good example of being very profitable. I think he's like 150 or something, 150, but he extracted like 200,000+ from Apex. So like when you think like, oh, 100 counts, 150 counts, but look at how much he got paid out. Way like 10 times more than he invested in. Even if you trade randomly, you should get at least one payout. I kind of agree in that point. 90 counts is tough. I think Apex and my Top Step are top 2 for me. They're interchangeable. I think they have their own style. I like the scaling of Apex. I like the friendliness of Top Step because it's like more freedom. Both of them are very, very good. Girl named Backshot Jess. I know Jess. Jess is good. I think she's doing it more for the benefits. She's showing her journey. She's very transparent about that. Backtest. It was backtest, Jess. She's very good. Because initially she probably was in the hole like 20,000-30,000 in fees, but now she's coming back to break even. I don't know if she's profitable yet, but she's gonna be out of the hole soon, and that's a very good success story. I just read it back. I read it like how he said it. I forgot her name was Backtest. I was like, is that her name? Like, he kind of gaslighted me into thinking that's the real username. I was like, did she do that as a joke or something? Hey, guys, look at the context. He said that. Look at Jerome Powell, 258. He said, hey, I saw a girl named... Yeah. I didn't just misread that. He set me up. But yeah, deadass, I think he made me believe that that's the real username. I was like, wait, was that a joke that she did for a username? But then someone said backtest. I was like, oh, that's the real one. But she showed her difficulties with the prop firms, which is a lot of people. Like, look at the stat right now. It's 50% though, but I think when I did other polls, it was closer to 60%. There's a lot of people in the negatives, which is more common than you think, because the way that prop firms is sustainable, you need losing traders, because then they're not copy trading as much as they should. She's a victim of buying most accounts. It's a victim of the prop firm in general, because prop firms rely on people blowing their accounts and not getting money from it. And she is similar to about 75% of prop traders. And she's turning to be one of the 10% of people who actually pivots and start trading seriously. So she's going from the majority to a minority, which is very good results. They don't A-book trade. They do, maybe. But think about all the sim funded accounts. Everything is out of pocket for them to pay out. So even if they kind of copy trade A-book people, like, it's not enough to offset all those sim funded accounts. Like even Apex right now, like that 47,000 for Apex alone, I think 25 or 30,000 of it was Apex. That was out of pocket from Apex. I paid probably like $2,000 on all the fees, and I got $25,000 that month. That's pretty a high number. Top step for sure. A-book traders when they transfer them live. I don't think that's the case. There's many traders I know who are not they would need more data to copy trade people. It's not their best interest either yet, because most people don't survive their live counts for that long either, or any counts, because they're consistently getting payouts and payouts and payouts. So when I got switched to live on Top Step, the whole account I was making $14,000 on it in the course of 3 months, but I got like 5 payments already, and the account balance was only 2,000 when I got switched. 2,000 is not that much. I cannot do that much with it on a live account. Or I think it was 1,500 actually. But you're not gonna be a switch alive and just be permanently making money forever. You got treated like a regular sim account, like that much drawdown. Like you're not gonna go forever. You guys think it's a short now or it's too early? I wanted you guys to know the 5 minute. This is what I want already. We're kind of in power hour right now. Wow. Yeah, I might not take a trade at this rate. If we inverse this, we can probably look closer. We can do the giveaway first. Maybe we'll try to look for a trade from now to 3:15. After that, I'll be done. Wow, look at the hourly, guys. Since 7 a.m. today, we've just been closing up higher every time. That's incredible. Even the PM session, since we started, the range has not been that large. It's only been like 40 points of grind up too. Yeah, we're doing the giveaway, guys. Just type your username and like the stream, and then we'll just pick one. Damn. I mean, at least I traded AM and I'm up 250 on all my accounts. So we're chilling, but it's been kind of difficult to get trades in PM lately. PM has not been easy. We're gonna collect the liquidity right now. It looks like we're kind of topping out almost. You know, SMT out these highs here. It could be a scalper right now. Alright, let's do the giveaway winner, and then we can focus the next 10 minutes. No trades again today. Not on PM. We did AM though. This is why we traded. We traded these two setups. This is what we did here. This was a unicorn here that failed. The unicorn that won. It should have been down here. All right, let's do a giveaway. Let's get the bot ticket. Did someone just I saw that username. Kevbubs. I see that. All right, the winner today is Junias. Or Junia Season. Yeah, just DM me on Discord. I'll take care of you after stream. Congrats to you. Surprisingly, keep in mind this is you either pick from Apex or the MyFun features. I'll probably recommend the MyFun features because it's a starter account, and if you pass it, there's no activation fee, so it's a free account basically. While the Apex, you have to pay the activation fee still. Can you show me the E-mini SP500 in 5 seconds? What do you need? Who needs 5 second time frame? I've never seen anyone trade the 5 second time frame that's profitable. I swear. This is what I have here. Oh, I think the guy who won is a winner again. He won last month, or yeah, last month, and he did my fun features, and he just won another one. Wow, congrats to him. It's not the first time. There's been a handful of people that won 2 times. I think even 3 times already. But if you've been on the stream like daily and you've been entering the giveaways like a lot of you guys are, you're bound to win. Hopefully he passes that count though. Yeah, but no trades once again. I think PM has been pretty awful this week to take trades on. Nvidia is pumping right now. We'll probably, I'll stick around for the next 3 minutes here to 3:15, see if there's anything sporadic. Will you do a giveaway for your premium Discord? Maybe, would that be a good one? Give like a free month? I wouldn't mind doing that. At least the premium would be much worth more than any account that I give out. You were up 2,500 the first one, then you blew it up. I hope you succeed on this one. No activation fee on it. Yeah, we try to do a giveaway for the Discord in the future. I don't really mind doing that. It'll be like for a month though. It's not gonna be lifetime. Some people are saying Arithmetic just crashed. What the heck is it? Are they dead ass? Look at that push up. So this is what happened in 315, post 315. It's a very sporadic move. Nvidia's flying, yeah. Let me put this on the 2-minute chart or something. Or 1-minute chart. Nvidia's really flying right now. We're probably up like 5% on the day. Yep. Alright, that's probably where we're in the stream, guys. We're near 315. That's probably the last move. This could be the high there. We have SMT off these highs. There's no confirmation though, so I'm not taking anything. No trades PM. We took trade AM already. Keep in mind, today, what is it? Today's Wednesday. On Friday, we have non-farm payroll. There's going to be a stream to trade it. You guys can tune in. I think there's a very limited seat, so be mindful of that. And then if you guys are on the Discord, we'll do the live session tomorrow AM again, which AM has gave much more setups than PM lately. But I'll end the session here, guys, and have a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream and was entertained. There's nothing, just tape reading.